A very good morning to all of you. Have a nice and safe day to you all. I again welcome you all for another new topic to this channel, which is about the process of adaptation. Then first of all, see what do mean by adaptation. Adaptation. What it really means, why it is needed for living organism, what are different categories of adaptation, then only we can describe about different categories of adaptation. So first discuss this term adaptation describe the characteristic of living forms which help in survival and also support the dynamic property. Okay. When suppose this is one of the organism, what is its prime role in the environment? It has to first live successfully. The first duty of it. When it started living successfully, it start producing new individual through reproduction, producing new one by reproduction. These are the prime role of living organism. For this aspect, for maintaining these abilities, they got the capacity to adapt with their surrounding. Okay, so the living organism have adaptation. Okay, so the survival and reproduction within the limit of a particular environment in the organism make it suitable for doing all these desirable things in the environment, which is called as adaptation. The adaptation was described by Newman according to Newman concept. Newman gave a concept regarding adaptation. He described adaptation as one of the mutual fitness of organism, mutual fitness of organism with its environment. Clear? This is adaptation. Okay. It is regarded as one of the self-regulation, self-preservation process by which the organism maintain its living condition, produce its new type of individual, okay, successfully in their environment. Both morphologically, physiologically, the adaptation takes place. Okay. So first we have to discuss what are the primary and secondary adaptations here. Now we will discuss about the primary and secondary adaptations. Okay, what the real difference between them? The primary adaptation is the main line of adaptation which were transmitted from our parents to us. Okay, suppose an aquatic organism. The aquatic organism must have gills, they must have streamlined body, they must have larger body size, the body must be covered with scales. So all sorts of adaptations are primary adaptations, which are essential. These are first level adaptations which are essential for survival of organism within a climatic condition. Okay, within a particular climatic condition, these are the required original modifications for survival. Okay, then what are secondary mode of adaptation? These are different type of adaptation. What are they? Suppose we are taking the example that the fishes, those make an excursion on land. They goes to land. Suppose air breathing fishes. The fishes, the general feature is that they respire through aquatic media, but when they respire by aerial mode, what happens? Air bladder develop in them. So this secondary is a diverse mode of adaptation in the organism. Okay, this secondary adaptation is not confined to all individuals. It is not a generalized type of adaptation. Rather, this adaptation developed with respect to need of the individual, with respect to nature of the organism. So that is secondary adaptation. So in every habitat, every organism, both type of adaptations are seen, primary and secondary adaptations. Clear? And today we are going to discuss about the aquatic adaptation. Okay, let's discuss about aquatic adaptation. Okay, aquatic adaptation. In aquatic organism, there is also primary and secondary mode of adaptation. First of all, discuss about body contour. Okay, body contour. What is body contour? The form of body depends upon the habit of individual. Majority of primary adaptations are fixed. Okay, suppose partly sedentary individuals, they are radial symmetrical. We will take the example of Hydra, Aurelia, Ovelia. Okay, the individual, those are designed for fastest mode. They have streamlined body. Okay, the fins, tail, they are also arranged in streamlined manner. Okay, the sensory system is well developed. The ventral side also, the ventral side can be turned upward. Okay, these are the different type of modifications. Then we will discuss about the organ, swimming organ. Swimming organs. What are swimming organs? The swimming, most primitive individuals, the aquatic, they have the ability to float on the surface of water. Okay, the mechanism, the swimming mechanism, some of the individuals use passive mode of swimming. That means they do not utilize their body energy. Suppose aquatic invertebrates suppose Parapodia, in case of Heteroneris, Pleopod and Uropod in prawn, these are also the organs for swimming in aquatic invertebrates. In case of aquatic vertebrates, muscles well developed. In some cases, it is more flexible, well developed for displacing more water so that they can easily swimming organ. Most of the individual respire by gills, aquatic mode of respiration. The exchange of dissolved oxygen between blood and external water takes place by gills. Some other specific structures, suppose the vascularization body surface, also help in exchange of gases. Okay, but the gills are efficient in exchange. In some cases, air bladder as accessory respiratory organ, branchial trees, suprabranchial organ, these are modified structures for respiration. Then air bladder. This air bladder for respiration, air bladder is one of the accessory respiratory organ. Okay, in hard condition, it helps in respiration. Okay, branchial outgrowth from alimentary canal produces certain diverticula. The hollow outgrowth of alimentary canal in bony fishes also produces air bladder. Okay. Then lateral line sense organ, lateral line system in fishes we can examine in fishes, aquatic animal. There is a lateral line sense organ like this. At the region of lateral surface there is a lateral line consisting of numerous sensory pores which help in receiving the stimuli. The receptors, rheoreceptors, these numerous rheoreceptors are present here. It detects nature of water, change in pressure, change in pH and other changes in its. Then come to the skin. The skin also shows modification. It is extremely modified in all aquatic animals. The skin is rich in mucous gland and protected by scales. Okay, it is the modification in the. Then come to some of the secondary adaptations. Okay, what are these secondary adaptations? These are specialized modifications with specialized devices found in aquatic animals. Suppose we will take the example of streamlined body. Okay, this streamlined body or boat shaped body is also primary adaptation, but in some cases neck constriction disappears. In some cases neck constriction disappeared and the tail extremely enlarged, so that the body became highly streamlined. Like suppose we will take the example of dolphin and other faster swimmers, they have perfectly streamlined body. Enlargement of size enlargement. Actually, aquatic individuals have larger size in comparison to terrestrial because they do not feel the gravitational force in water. So, the energy lost through gravitation has been conserved to increase their size. So, it is one of the secondary type of adaptation in aquatic organisms. Another power is submergence. What is submergence? All individuals or group of individual of aquatic organism can swim on the surface, but some of the individual develop the capability to swim below the surface, that is submergence. This submergence is adapted by massive lungs, properly arched ribs, and also they do not have communication of nostril into interior. Okay, this subpharyngeal cavity store air in these fishes. Then shortening of neck became short. It is one of the secondary adaptation. In these cases, the length and mobility increases. Okay, mobility of the neck is reduced, so that the body became perfectly streamlined. The movement is faster. Okay, then pinna is absent in some phases. Pinna it is absent because it is an obstacle in swimming aquatic organism. Then pedal, locomotory pedal. The flippers became pedal like in some cases. Fleshy fin, okay, fleshy fin rays which help in faster locomotion. Loss of hair and skin gland. No hair and skin gland. It is also one of the adaptation in aquatic organism. We will take the example of whale. Take the example of sirenians, where the body is flat, there is no skin glands. Then The last modification is skull, at the skull. In some cases or in certain aquatic animals, the skull or cranium became short and anterior part of the skull like this, it is extended in form of snout. The front part became elongated like rostrum. Okay, it helps in proper movement, locomotion, and capturing food during locomotion. It is found in dolphin. Okay, so this is all about the adaptation of aquatic animal. We have already discussed primary and secondary adaptation in detail. Like this, the terrestrial mode of adaptation, arboreal mode of adaptation are found in living organisms. Okay, we'll discuss it in the forthcoming videos. Thank you all.